between the lunch and I wanted to, this is, I guess, a very focused discussion that we had today. So thank you everyone for being with us. And I guess if I was to, my own takeaways from today's discussions, we obviously had, 4 different topics. We started the discussion today with digital transformations. We talked about data, the context of data being the oil or gold or whatever, but more important aspect of how the data privacy and governance is critical. We spoke a lot about skill sets becoming a critical success factor. In fact, the coffee break, there were quite a few people who actually were resonating with that idea that Noora was talking about. We talked a lot about partnership ecosystem and plugging into them, and we also talked a lot about AI and metaverse. So very interesting thoughts that we brought in from the digital transformation standpoint. There was a whole discussion around fostering fintech innovation, and the key takeaways that I took from the conversations were A, about collaboration, B, about governance and regulation. I think that was becoming critical. We had some interesting inputs that Conrad had shared from the UK context about how some of the learnings from there could be applicable to us. Choosing partners carefully. I think that was a very nice phrase that came out from the discussion. Make sure you make your choices about partners very carefully. And I also took away that statement, solve the right problem. I think that was a very powerful takeaway from that fintech innovation discussion, solve the right problem. We had some discussion around the next-gen transaction banking opportunities, and as we talked about how things evolve from the erstwhile generation to the next generation, we talked about how it is not necessary to deal with a single vendor. You could actually have a multi-vendor, multi-fintech partnership that could be pretty much more effective, and that it becomes, and as fintechs are solving specific problems, it becomes opportunities to collaborate with more than one. And multi-location strategies are very important, dealing with transaction banking. And we also spoke about that with in the last session, which we had with Sampath and Rizwan, which was about cloud and cloud adoption. I guess my takeaways there was about having the right cloud strategy with at least 3-year horizon. It was a one-way traffic. I think that was again a very powerful statement there. You can't rewind this cloud strategy so easily, so it's critical to have them in place. The whole discussion around private public cloud and having the hybrid was a very important takeaway. And lastly, I think open and secure architecture and designing cloud architecture was what I noted down. I'm sure there were more than what I just said, but I guess these are in itself very, very interesting, important takeaways as we talk about what we call as next-gen banking and technology. I guess we did good justice to a lot of emerging topics that are relevant for us in not only in what we do today, but as we go through the journey over the next few years. Well, at Cedar-IBSi, we hope to actually have more of these occasions where we could actually get to meet with fellow colleagues in the industry, have a healthy exchange of ideas, which I think we did well today. And as I mentioned, we also have a lot of fostering of this innovation with our lab in Dubai, which is Cedar-IBSi Fintech Lab, which is pretty much focused on driving a lot of innovative areas in what we do. I also like to thank once again the sponsors of the event today, Explio and Kia, the partners, Benefit and TAP. I also want to thank my team. A lot of hard work being put together. Ojas, Pooja, Nikhil, I think you guys have actually been, and a lot of teams sitting out back home and providing off-site support. So a good job, and the team here from the backstage. Thank you, everyone. I don't want to hold you back from lunch, but please do stay back, enjoy the lunch. And it's obviously the idea of, and I was kidding with Ojas, the idea of having an event in a venue like this is to actually keep you away from work for a period of time, so you could actually spend amongst this, the networking and talking amongst people here. So thank you once again, everyone, and look forward to spending time more with you. Thank you.